Home prices in Boise, Idaho slipped once again this past month. We're going to dive into Ada County and Canyon County numbers and also see what's going on with the actual market, see if we're in a buyer's market or a seller's market. And also mortgage rates dropped over the past month and a half, and the Fed cut rates 0.5%, but then mortgage rates went up ever so slightly after they cut. So we're gonna dive into those numbers a little bit more and understand what's going on there and what's happening with the local market here in Boise, Idaho in September of 2024. Hey everyone, my name is Curtis Chism with the Chism Team, brokered by eXp Realty, helping you buy and sell homes, especially if you're relocating here from out of state, helping you make that smooth move here to Idaho. Let's dive into the numbers here in Ada County first. First off, we slipped this past month from $545,000 to $537,000. So about an $8,000 drop for all homes combined. When we break down the numbers a little bit more, looking at resale versus new construction, we can get a little bit more detail. And what happened is that resale homes fell by $15,000, $540,000 down to $525,000, but new construction held flat at $550,000. And year over year for new construction, it has been flat at $550,000. Now, year over year for resale, we are up a bit. We're up $15,000 year over year, from $510,000 up to $525,000, as I mentioned before. So we're definitely seeing a continued softening of the market here in the Boise, Idaho area. Now, a couple months ago, we had hit a high for resale homes of $600,000 here in the Boise area, and now we're down at $525,000. So certainly a pretty big decline over the past few months, about $75,000 off the median home sale price in Ada County. As I mentioned, new construction holding flat year over year, month over month, so sitting at $550,000. However, if you go all the way back to 2022, when the peak of the market was, it was actually $690,000. So we're still quite a ways off of that high from a couple years ago. And I'm gonna be covering, of course, buyer's market, seller's market. I wanna hit Canyon County numbers really quickly. That's gonna be basically Nampa, Caldwell, Middleton. Home prices slipped from $425,000 to $410,000. Again, that's for all homes combined. And resale slipped the most, going from $413,000 down to $394,000, finally crossing below that $400,000 mark. Whereas new construction held a little bit better, only falling about $4,000 from $429,000 to $425,000. Now, Canyon County overall has held on better with the rise and fall in home prices. The high from a couple years ago was $425,000. So we're a little under that right now, kind of giving up all the gains that we had made over the past couple years. So we had almost fully recovered, and then we have fallen below that mark again. So basically what I am seeing is we are not in a seller's market. People say that we're in a seller's market. They say we have less than 4 months of inventory, so we must be in a seller's market. We have about 2.9 months of inventory, which is well below the national average of over 4 months of inventory of homes available to sell. But at 2.9, and you're seeing these price drops happening, these declining home price numbers, we are definitely in a buyer's market, especially when it comes to existing resale homes. Now, what I'm finding is that with new construction homes, the builders are offering promos, incentives. Now, oftentimes you do have to use the builder's lender in order to get those incentives. Now, what can happen is they do tend to bake in some fees that drives the interest rate back up, and it kind of eats up those promos, but it still ends up generally working out that it's best to use the builder's lender to get those promos, even though your mortgage rate might be higher because you can buy it back down and still have money left over for closing costs or taking it off the purchase price. But for existing resale homes, we're definitely seeing more room to negotiate on home prices, on closing costs, and help get that mortgage rate bought down. Let's dive in a little bit into what happened with mortgage rates recently. As we all know, the Fed cut the federal funds rate by 0.5%. That was more than expected. Most people thought 0.25%. They actually cut 0.5%, and a lot of people were expecting mortgage rates to fall accordingly. However, they did not. Mortgage prices had been falling over the past couple months from a high of around 8% to around 6%. I am actually seeing FHA and VA refinances down at 5.25% right now, and conventional around 5.625 all the way up to 6.25 is basically the range that we're in right now. And the reason why is basically the market had priced that in to the rates already. The mortgage rates are not directly tied to the federal funds rate. They actually follow the 10-year treasury, and they follow bonds that really drive it. So basically the market had already priced in that cut. And even that being said, we thought that with a 0.5% cut, that might surprise the markets and drive mortgage rates down. But apparently the market was figuring a 0.5% cut. So we're very thankful they didn't cut 0.25%, as mortgage rates may have really gone up because of that factor. Now, the Federal Reserve is projecting that they may cut rates at least one more, maybe 2 more times by the end of the year. I think at that point, perhaps we might see mortgage rates come down a little bit more. The market could be pricing that into the numbers right now as well. So we're not seeing a massive amount of demand coming out because the mortgage rates didn't fall. We thought they would, but they've already come down. That being said, if you have a mortgage rate over 6%, especially if you're over 6.5% or even 7%, which a lot of my clients that have bought in the last couple of years do have mortgage rates, you can refinance right now and get a really good interest rate and shave several $100s off your monthly payment. If you're looking to refinance, I am a mortgage loan originator as well as a real estate agent, and I can help you with that. So just reach out to me and we can work through the numbers and see what makes the most sense for you. If you are looking to buy or sell a home here in the Treasure Valley, all you got is reach out to me at the contact information on the screen or down below. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.